welcome to Left Night with Kendra Dawsey, and here's your host, Kendra Dawsey.
Hi everyone, how's it going? How are you doing, Zach?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good. How's your new haircut feel?
Oh, it feels, there's nothing quite like not having to put your hair up to go to bed. Because
you put your hair up to go to bed? Wait, what?
Yes, because I'm like a toss and turn in the night type of person, and when my hair was below shoulder length, it would get caught under my shoulder, and like I would wrench my neck trying to. So it's nice to not have to do that.
See, this is why you need a bonnet. You should get yourself like a satin bonnet, protect your hair.
I've considered such a thing.
You should get it,
but I don't have to worry about that till it goes post shoulder again, and who knows when that's going to be.
Very true.
So Kendra, what's going on? Well, first, how are you? Are you doing well?
I'm alive. I'm here. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. And what are you thinking about this week?
Man, I'm thinking about a lot this week. Most importantly, the workers at the Kellogg Company. So workers at the Kellogg's Company are officially on strike after year-long negotiations between the union and management broke down. The Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco Workers, and Grain Millers International Union, which is quite the eclectic mix of professions, said in a press release Tuesday that 1,400 of its members in the company's hometown of Battle Creek, Michigan, as well as Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Omaha, and Memphis, hit the picket lines Tuesday morning. These workers decided to strike in the wake of understanding and forced overtime during the pandemic, with some workers at the job for 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, with no vacation for months. Management at Kellogg's has also proposed cutting premium health care, holiday and vacation pay, and retirement benefits for new hires, and slashing a cost of living pay increase that mirrors inflation for all workers at the company. At this rate, it seems like there's been at least one processed food-related strike per month since July, and that's actually rad as fuck. The Kellogg's Company was created by some religious health nut in 1906 and is now, ironically, subjecting their workers to COVID outbreaks and unhealthy working conditions. The people who work in an industrialized food system in the midst of a pandemic deserve $11.6 million, way more than CEO What's-His-Face. To support the strike, representatives of the union and workers are asking consumers to boycott. Now, Zach and I are going to review some Kellogg's products that you should not buy right now or ever. All right. Ready, Zach?
Oh, I'm very ready.
All right. Let's see some Kellogg's products. Let's see them. All right. So, yeah, they're exploitative or whatever. Yes. So first one, Kellogg's cornflakes. So Zach, I think you have an interesting story about Kellogg's cornflakes, how they were created, correct?
Yeah. So you referred to it. You talked about it for a second about it being a religious health nut, so Kellogg, this guy, was a real weirdo who had all these thoughts about mental health and religion and nutrition. And one of his beliefs was that mental illness stemmed from you were sexually depraved because you had a hot breakfast in the morning, and he believed that the best way to dampen your sexual urges would be with something cold, like your limp ass cornflakes sogging up in the milk, so. I think we should all be eating hot breakfasts and getting very horny to be as a part of this strike, as a part of this.
Yes, no, I agree. Don't buy Kellogg's. Just like eat eggs and bacon and then get really horny for the rest of the day. Yeah, it's fascinating because like the dude who created Kellogg's Company, who's I think his name was like W.K. Kellogg, he ran like a health. I think it was called a sanitarium. It was basically like, those health retreats that like rich people go to now, like right. A fancy rehab or like, they get exhausted. It was basically like the 19th century version of that. And this dude was like, I know you're rich, but stop eating eggs and bacon. Have these like tasteless cornflakes. That's what's gonna like make you healthy. And here are the tasteless cornflakes. Do not recommend, even outside of a strike. They're not very good. They're not good. All right. Frosted mini wheats.
Oh boy. I'm assuming you've seen the tweet, right?
Oh yeah. Actually, I was the person who tweeted that because I
Oh,
have lots of sensory issues and I could only eat frosted mini wheats. And otherwise I'm going to die. And that's why all boycotts are ableist. That's joking. The tweet has since been deleted by the author, but if you are as logged on as me and Zach are, you've probably seen something floating around saying that this boycott was ableist because one person could only really stomach frosted mini wheats, which, like, one, if that's true that you could only really eat frosted mini wheats, there's like so many knockoffs of frosted mini wheats.
right.
Like, it's not hard to make. But it's like, two, you could also just like not tweet about needing to have the frosted mini wheats. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't like soup, but if like people who create chewing food went on strike, I wouldn't be like, this is ableist because I don't like soup.
Right. And it's also very to come out the gates not saying, hey, because of my food issues, frosted mini wheats are one of the only things that I can eat, but I want to support this boycott. What can we do? Can I get some help? Does anyone know any alternatives? Something like that. But instead, they just come out, no, it's actually ableist to make me support a boycott, which is frankly fairly insulting to the many disabled people who are part of the labor struggle.
There's probably, the person who tweeted that, they might be like 18 years old and not do any of their grocery shopping. But regardless, frosted mini wheats aren't that good. If you only get your nutrients from frosted mini wheats, I would love to work with you to diversify your food
You're probably
intake.
gonna die.
No, it's not good. Like, and I know there are like really intense cases of people being like, oh, I could only eat cheesy potatoes and like only eating that, and like those people wind up sick, and like that's I mean this in a not shitty way, but like that's why you should go to therapy, because you're not supposed to live off of cheesy potatoes.
You're gonna get scurvy.
You should work on that. Anyway, well, now that we talked about sensory issues, let's go on to the next one. Pringles. I have never liked Pringles.
Pringles suck.
Pringles suck. They are the worst. They're not even. Are they even potato chips? I feel like they're like the styrofoam of potato chips.
Here's how they make Pringles. And to be clear, all solidarity to the workers who do this job. We are on your side. You have a shitty job. We would much prefer you just sliced up some potatoes and got paid to do that, and paid more than what they're paying you to do that. Instead, how Pringles work is they just turn all of the potato into this sort of mash and then reform it into these perfect little half duckbill shaped thing. They really are like it. I've described them in the past as an uncanny valley snack food because
it is.
It's not real. It's so weird. I hate it.
Also, I thought you were going to make a joke. When you said like, oh yeah, the way they make the Pringles, I thought you were going to be like, the Pringles man unhinges his jaw and then pukes out perfectly formed Pringles at the Michigan factory. Like, they just have him trapped. Like, he doesn't get paid. He has handcuffs. He's chained to the wall and he's suffering.
I thought you were going to make a joke. Is a review that many people have given this show before.
Oh. And then we just talk about the real life. No, you're so right.
Yes.
All right, what's next? So Pringles suck. What's next? All right, these fancy-ass crackers. Okay, here's the thing. I actually don't mind them, but they are bland as hell. And if you're going to come at me being like, oh, but I really love the bland-ass crackers, find something else. Like, crackers, you could probably make crackers. Like, I don't know. It's a very, like, whatever food. And also, like, the cracker isn't the best part. It's, like, what you put on the cracker, you know?
Right. I feel like these crackers exist sort of just to be absolutely neutral for whatever, like, cheese you're having with them.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like the beige of food.
Right. It's sort of like a palate cleanser. So just palate cleanse with something else.
Yeah, and I hate that they call it cars to make it seem fancy. It's like, no, it's Kellogg's. It was made by a dude who wanted people to like shove cold water up their ass. Like, we just need to be upfront about it. Look up W.K. Kellogg. He is quite a character.
Yes. Also, what does table water mean?
I'm not sure. I feel like it's European because it doesn't make sense.
Yes. Anytime Americans try to do something European, it always comes off embarrassing.
Yeah, no, you're so right. All right, what's next? What's another Kellogg product that you should not buy? So Eggos, okay, I know we have fond memory of Eggos when our parents, our negligent parents left us alone to create our own breakfast, and you just pop those in the toaster oven and then like you had some food. But like when you get a waffle maker, when you reach the disposable income that you could get a waffle maker, like these don't hit the same. Like it's just not worth it. I don't want to go back. Once I go waffle maker, I don't want to go back.
Right. I much prefer the Belgian waffle.
Belgian waffles,
yes.
great.
And please don't tell me if the Belgians have ever done anything bad, because then I don't want to have to not be able to eat those waffles.
Zach, actually, I think you might have to boycott the Belgian waffles.
Oh no!
I feel like Belgian waffles probably aren't even Belgian.
They had a lot of them when I was in Belgium, so I don't know. But
America has a lot of French fries.
Right, that's true. Which I think French fries might actually be Belgian. I'm not sure.
Wait, what'd you say?
I think French fries may actually be Belgian. I don't.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eggos, not fantastic. Just I don't know. I don't know. It's more fun it's more fun making waffles, but you know.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. So there's that. Don't get that.
72 is also a lot. Goodness.
I mean, I could see this for like a school if you're buying them like wholesale, or maybe you just like have a lot of kids that all want waffles every day.
It just seems like if you're making 72 waffles, you might as well just make like something homemade at that point. You are working that toaster like unbelievable.
Yes. Yeah, you're like burning your fingers and shit. Right. It's a lot. All right, let's go to the next one. So yeah, this one is a sneak Kellogg's product. So Kashi, I know it looks like really like healthy, health conscious, organic. It looks really crunchy. It looks like it's for the Whole Foods crowd, but it's made from oppression, which arguably most food is. But right now, I mean, not even arguably, like factually, but right now we're going to focus on Kellogg's. You shouldn't get Kashi. Also, like, you can also make your own granola, and like honestly, I have some. You might notice I'm in my kitchen. I do have some granola, but like in general, granola that you buy is like okay. Yeah.
Yes. Also, that's another fun fact about granola was originally something called granola with a U, and the guy whose company was granola would not sell to Kellogg's. So Kellogg's came out with granola.
Oh my God. I love learning about like bitch fights. It's like the bad art friend of industrial food companies. Oh my God. Also Post company, the one who makes like honeycombs, the Post used to go to Kellogg's like health center and then saw how he made the cornflakes and then stole that. Amazing. Damn. I love it. I love the drama. Watch Left Night for more like 19th century industrialist gossip. Let's keep going.
We hate all these people, but we love their gossip.
I mean, the gossip is funny because it's stupid. Pop-Tarts. This is another thing. I fucked with Pop-Tarts when I was a kid. It probably like rotted my teeth and made me way more likely for like diet related illness. Like they're good, just like hold off on them for a little bit, you know?
Yeah, no, we all have mental health issues now stemming from the fact that we were told as children that this was breakfast.
You're not even wrong. Like, yeah, I ate this.
That'll mess you up.
I ate this like sugar-filled like pastry every morning, and then I was like, why can't I concentrate? And now I have ADD. That's what happened. I think we have like one more.
Okay.
let's see, or we have, oh yeah, Nutri-Grain. Nutri-Grain bars suck, okay? They're like the soft version of those fucking hard ass, oh my God, what's it? Like Nature's Valley, the one where like you break your teeth on it.
The ones that like, that it's only like a hard brick or crumbs and it is never in any other state. Yes.
Nutri-Grain bars are the flaccid version of that.
Okay.
So I don't like them. Also, apple cinnamon is the worst flavor. Okay. But yeah, so those are some products that you should not buy if you want to support the strikers. Of course, Kellogg's has lots and lots of products. You could look it up online. If you're watching in a different country, I don't know if people other places watch, but Kellogg's, it's an international company, so they might have products where you are. But yeah, support the strikers.
One more time, can you say the name of the union, just in case people want to look up?
It is so. This is good. It is good that I'm saying it again, but it's such a long name. Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco Workers, and Grain Millers International Union. So, but you can look up Kellogg stuff online. Don't buy from them for a little bit. The workers have said in interviews, like, yeah, it'd be great if people don't buy from Kellogg's. And I could make you some granola. In fact, if you're watching this and you're like, man, I really need that cashy, like crunchy cereal to like virtue signal, I could make you some granola. I got the hookup. All right. So thank you for watching, and we'll be back after this commercial break.
Hi, folks. I hope you're enjoying today's show. Today's show is brought to you by the Soup Commission. The Soup Commission wanted to reach out to us because recently one of the hosts of this show, I won't say which one, had some pretty defamatory remarks that they made about soup. And the Soup Commission did not like that, so they just wanted to reach out to us to make sure that everything was good, that we understand the importance of soup, and to not defame soup, and they want to make sure that we're all friendly here, and that we understand that soup is good. We don't want to make any sort of impression upon the audience of the show that soup is not good, because soup is good, and they want to make sure that you know about soup and how soup is good. They even I've got this tomato bisque right here. That I did not buy. They threw it at me. They threw a can of soup at me, the Soup Commission, to make sure that I knew that they meant business, and that if there was any reason to believe that the statements of somebody on our show made people think that soup was not good, and that resulted in any sort of downturn in soup sales, I think they got their point across. So we gotta all make sure we know that we like soup, right? Please like soup.
I don't like soup.
Stop saying that!
It's not good. It's wet. It's weird. I don't trust soup.
All right,
also,
but I feel like I've tried you on this and immediately found like 3 soups that you liked. Like you like ramen.
Okay, ramen is like noodles in a broth, but it's not soup.
That's soup!
No, soup is like, I don't know. Ramen tastes good, so it can't be soup. Also, okay, here are my rules about soup. I know we're going to be talking about current events. I feel like this is a current event. Here are my rules on soup. I will eat the soup if, one, it is completely homogeneous.
Okay.
So, like, no weird bits,
okay.
no, like, wet noodles or whatever. 2, it is foreign. Fuck American soups, buy foreign soup. 3, I made the soup and I know all of the components of the soup. But if you give me, like, canned soup, I'm freaked out. I don't know.
Okay, I mean, that's fair. Yes, like Progresso that's gross.
It smells, my mom had a cabinet full of canned soup and it smelled so gross.
Okay, yes. All right.
Also, like, broth is kind of weird to me too. I don't know what it is.
Broth?
I don't like, it's like too, I don't know. I don't like the taste.
All right. Well, now you're losing. You were getting me back, and now you're losing.
It's weird. Okay, how about you have your soup? I'll chew my food like a real patriotic American, okay?
Okay, yes. Kendra, famous patriotic American.
Yes, thank you.
right.
Anyway, some things are happening this week. What's happening this week?
Things are happening this week. I don't know if anyone is even because we're not on Twitch today. So if you're watching on Facebook or whatever, you got questions for us, shoot them over. I think we'll be able to see them, maybe.
At some point.
So we can talk about something's going on with Trump. I'm like absolutely like blocked out of that, but related to the January 6th, he's going to use executive privilege to not discuss what he did or what he knows or something like that.
Oh man, they really like let people get out of it any type of way. That's really frustrating.
And I mean, because it's just I don't on some level like obviously it's bad, but also like I don't care. First of all, I don't have any confidence in the Senate or Congress being able to do anything to combat white supremacy because it's a political body made up of white supremacists. Yeah. So also what are they going to do other than they're just going to like give the feds a bunch more money so that they can crack down on nice streaming shows that are like to be mean to them. Like that's if you give the feds more money to combat extremism, they're just gonna like show up in the background and just like take both of us. Like it's not gonna be used in any sort of way to combat like fascism.
Yeah, in fact, there's a helicopter in the background. That might be them coming for me now. But yeah, there's been so many like articles and studies written about how like white supremacists have infiltrated into not just like police departments across the country, but also the FBI. And it's
some of those who work forces, as they say. Yeah,
are the ones who burn crosses. So it's people should be brought to some sort of justice. Whether our justice system will do that, who knows? Also, but like, I'm tired of all these rules letting presidents get away with shit. Like, if I'm into like 19th century industrialist gossip, I want to hear the like presidential fuckery going on. Like, I want to hear all the dumb shit Trump has said and everyone else, like Obama, everyone before him, Obama, who was
nope, those are all the
George Bush, Clinton. What'd you say?
I said no. Those are all the presidents. You named them.
America's only had 2 presidents.
Yes.
The rest of the time,
3 because Biden's president now.
Oh yes, yeah. We've had 3 whole presidents in our long nation.
Yes. Who can remember what happened before that? Okay, so here's something that, speaking of remembering things, it was announced that they're putting women on quarters. Did you see this? Did you hear about this?
I didn't. That was very Jay Leno of you. Like, you hear about this?
Yes.
You're putting women on quarters. I had no idea that women are now on quarters.
Yes. They have released 5 historical women that are going to be the first 5 to be put on quarters.
Who are the historical? That's such a vague way of saying historical woman. Like, woman in history. Right. It could be my grandma. It could be who is the woman who like killed all her children? Like, it could be one of those women. It could be Eileen Wuornos. It could be anyone.
Oh, who's Eileen Wuornos on a quarter?
Honestly, I'd appreciate that.
Why not?
Why not? Who are the women on quarters?
So we got a few here. There's 5 right now.
5 whole women.
5, and it seems like they're going to release more later. But right now, it's first of all, it's still gonna have Washington on the front. So barely doing anything. On the back, Maya Angelou. Okay. I can get behind Maya Angelou.
I'm kind of. I feel the same way I feel about Harriet Tubman on money. It's like, I'm glad you want to commemorate this person, but also like, they were kind of victims of capitalism. I don't know if putting them on money is the right way, but keep going.
Right, yes. So Sally Ride.
Who's that? Oh, the astronaut lady. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Commemorating another time that the U.S. did something after the Soviets put a woman in space. Like 15 years after. It's like
a while after. Yeah.
And then these three I was not familiar with, which maybe is a good reason for them to be on money. Wilma Mankiller, which first of all,
amazing name.
Great name.
Yeah. Wait, let me marry her. Is she still alive? I want my last name to be Mankiller.
She's not. Well, I mean, I should have looked this up. It's either Osage or Cherokee.
Okay.
But she was the first leader of one of the Plains tribe. Now I'm fucking up because it's either Osage or Cherokee, and I can't remember which one of like the Oklahoma tribes.
Okay.
She was the first woman to lead them, at least in modern times. Mira Otero Warren, who was a woman from New Mexico, who was important for the passing of the 19th Amendment.
Okay.
Don't know her, but good. And then Anna May Wong, who was an actress.
Okay.
One of the first Chinese.
I thought you literally said Annie Mae, like the Japanese animation. Anna May Wong. Okay.
We should put some anime on the back of quarters, though.
I want a cat girl on the quarter.
Okay.
That's what
I want a Pikachu.
Okay. I like that you went innocent. I was gonna go into deep weeb territory. I want the mecha that Shinji is in Neon Genesis Evangelion on a quarter.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
we souped ourselves out of time this
week.
We
did. We argued about soup too much, which I will have to say soup is the food of the bourgeoisie. But anyway, Zach, do you have any closing remarks?
No, we don't have time for closing remarks this week. I'll save them.
Okay.
Feel free to close out the show.
All right, I'll close out the show. Everyone watching, please stick around for Quarantine Action Wrestling. It is a retro edition or like vintage. I think it's called vintage. It's called a hip word for old, but you should watch it. It's really cool. Also, fuck soup. That's the official stance of Left Night.
They're gonna kill me, Kendra.
That's big soup is gonna come for you.